Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining before time. Let's wait for others. Couple of minutes and then we can start. Hope I'm audible and you guys can comment down which part of the world you guys have joined from so that we can wait for others and then we can start. Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon and good evening for joining in today. Today, we are going to discuss about how profitable traders think before they scale the capital. Before we start, I would like to hold on for another 5 more minutes so that any latecomers can join and then we can begin with. I hope my audio is loud and clear. If you can type down in the comment box yes or no, we can proceed it further from there. I can see a couple of comments from everyone. Rupesh, yes. Lakshmi Cake, yes. Kritik Patel, Anuruddha Joshi, Santosh, Aruj, Jyotila, Rahul, Gundare, Krishna, Rupesh, Aniruddha, Ramanathan, Yasin Rahman, Krishna, Mohammed Sharfuddin, Adremiojo, Siddharth. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining on the time and making sure that you guys are joining. Even it's on a Sunday, it's not a trader's day, by the way, but somebody might have been trading with respect to BTC. I don't know, how many BTC traders we have. Anyways, this session, whatever the time and effort which you guys are going to spend here, let it be 30 minutes or maximum, including your question and answers, 45 minutes when we begin with. I'll make sure that each and every minute is worth spending for the whole year, and we will set the direction for the entire year 2026. First and foremost thing, we are going to talk about much more in detail about, let's say, the 21-day trading habit challenge. What is this, new concept or which you might have never heard of before? Anywhere from the YouTube gurus of trading, people talking about the habits which we are going to talk today, because that habits are going to change the way you trade the markets. And how can you participate, because this is going to be a competition for 21 days. Anyone who's going to win in that competition are going to get some of the prizes, but everyone who participate in that competition, in that 21-day trading habit challenge, is going to get a $5,000 funded account. That's what we have already discussed. Couple of in detail things which we will start off with. Some people have already stop the button. What is that? Meeting follow up along transcription here. Assistant Kancha, you can take screenshot. Pranay Pilvare to everyone. What is this, Pranay? So I'll make sure that, when we are enabled the chat for everyone, I want all of you to make sure you guys keep the decorum which we have discussed. And 3 minutes down the line, we will start again. Yeah, all right. Before we proceed further, I would like to understand how many of you are new to this webinar. Would like to know more about, we have got another 2 more minutes before we start. Participation gets at least funded account. Yes, all people who participate with respect to, the 21-day trading habit challenge, you will get. Rahul, Rupesh, new. Do you guys want to see who we are and what we have done so far? This might be a repetition for the people who have already joined for the previous webinars, but I can play that 2 minutes video so that you will understand much more better. So we have got another 1 minute 52 seconds to start, but I can see a lot of new people. All right. Do you guys want to see that video? Yes, yes, yes. All right, lot of S's. Let me just play that video for you guys. I think my screen is visible with respect to the video which I'm playing.
Every trader begins with a question. How do I turn knowledge into results? For Sinu Sivakumar, that question became his compass. From a small village in Palakkad, Kerala, to London's global stage, his journey has been shaped by learning, resilience, and purpose. His belief, make your expenditure an investment, became the foundation of MyAI, where technology and purpose unite to create financial freedom. Across the world, Bradley Goldberg began on the football field, a professional athlete whose discipline and teamwork carried into trading and education. He founded Educate to Trade, blending the focus of sport with the structure of finance. When Sinu and Bradley's paths crossed, two visions united: education meeting discipline, purpose meeting mentorship. Together, they collaborated to launch MyAI, powered by Educate to Trade, a global ecosystem where human intelligence meets financial freedom. MyAI is more than a platform. It's a community where effort is valued and success is shared. Because when people grow together, everyone wins. MyAI helps you turn curiosity into skill and ambition into achievement. Together, we're empowering traders, enhancing learning, and evolving with AI. Welcome home to MyAI, powered by Educate to Trade, where passion meets purpose with people.
So that's the introduction video, everyone, and hope you might have got clarity on what we have built. And a couple of people who have already, joined for our pre-launch on November 11th and beta version access on 23rd December, which we have done two webinars so far. And when Educate to Trade wants to build a hedge fund over a period of time, and we are going to select the right traders for them. They already have a copy trading opportunity. They already have a funded account opportunity. They already have educational opportunities from the beginning to end, A to C, each and everything in the London trading flow. So what we are going to provide from MyAI, we are going to filter it down the good traders, those who want to have a career in the trading industry. So before we proceed further, I would like to ask some honest questions to each and every one of you. And it was fine before. Now the audio is not clear. Please let me go slowly. Thank you so much for that comment. Aru Jyotula, it's fine. Okay. Let me repeat it again. So before we build the hedge fund, we want good traders to have already, which we are doing the copy trading, and we want to find out the real traders who are looking for a trading career in this industry, right? So let me ask you a simple questions for all of you. I want honest answer. There is no right and wrong answers in this. And when you give an answers, make sure you read that and understand the question. How do you feel about your current trading results? I have launched that poll. Make sure, you know, let me see how many confident and consistent traders do we have. Profitable but inconsistent traders we have. Losing and frustrated, that's completely fine. Break even and confused traders, that's absolutely fine as well. I can see answers coming in. 50% of the people are saying that they are confident. That's great. We are going to have a healthy competition. That is increasing to 60%, 40% now. I think three questions we have. Let me publish the results. Let us take 1 more minute for those answers, and then we can start. I hope most of you have already done with the answers. So we have got, on the first question, we have got roughly 49 percentage of the people are saying at this moment we have profitable but inconsistent people on the call. We have 20 percentage confident and consistent people we have. Also, we have 24 percentage of the people are saying break even and bit confused. So how do we make these changes, or how do we provide a value for these people who have joined to this webinar today? And the second question, what do you think is holding you back for the most, which is no clear plan before trades, 33 percentage, emotional decisions, 42 percentage people saying that, and poor risk management, 32 percentage of the people, and no consistency or discipline, 27 percentage of the people are saying the same answers, which means all of us are looking forward for a solution which is not like, already available in the market, but how can we make sure that if 21-day challenge could change the way you trade the market, change the trading habits you have, then I can see 74 percentage of the people who have joined this webinar so far are saying they are committed, which means that's a great motivation for me to start with the same energy going forward, because this makes our community, our people who have joined this webinar committed to change the way they trade the markets. So let me end that poll and share the results to you so that you will be also able to see that this is what we have got, 53 percentage profitable and inconsistent. We have 47 percentage of the people saying that emotional decisions. Also, we have 74 percentage of the people are saying fully committed for this 21-day trading habit challenge. Let me start with the next simple three more questions. Okay. This one, which is going to change your entire perspective. So, what motivates you more? Do you get motivated by competing with yourself? Do you get motivated by competing with others? I can see there are 20 percentage of the people said that they're good enough. For them, it will be much more better, because myself, what I do compete with myself rather than competing with others. I do compete with myself, what I have done yesterday to what I'm going to do today. So I can see 75 percentage of the people are, or 80 percentage, that is increasing and resonating with whatever I have said. Do you know what kind of trader you actually are? This question is, bit tricky one. Some of you might think that you are a great scalper. Some of you might think that you are a, intraday trader. Some of you might think that you are a positional trader. Some of you might think that you are a, swing trader who want to take the opportunity because you might be working somewhere else. That's why we have conducted this webinar on a Saturday. And how do you understand whether your need, passion, and the goals are aligned with your strength? Because when we follow our passion, we want to make sure that we have the strength in order to achieve the results what we have. So I can see a mixed answers, like yes, very clearly 33 percentage of the people saying that they know what kind of trader they are, but the remaining 70 or 65 percentage are saying at the moment, I think I know, I'm a bit confused, I change style often. I completely respect for the people who have already provided, only 19 percentage, but they're saying that I go for scalping today, tomorrow I go for intraday, day after tomorrow, if I go for a, positional trade, I do trade that as well. Thank you so much for the honest answers. Uh, Sarat, Vishnu, I'll come back to all of your questions and I'll make sure that all your questions, please make a note of all your questions, and I'll answer each and every question in the end so that we will not, stop the flow as it is going for the webinar. Do you believe trading is all about probability? Okay. Uh, this is a sample thing. I want all of you to answer it properly, because this is something for 42, 43% saying that I understand it's all about probability, but how do I think in probability? Because human mind is prepared in a such a way that we have to think which is right and which is wrong. How do we change that into a probabilistic mindset? How do we change that risk versus reward? How do we change that? I think I'm great to see at least 53% of the people are saying they understand this is all about probability game, right? So I'm going to end this poll as well, and I'm going to share the results what we have already. Let's say we have 69% participation, but 62%, as I said earlier, are saying they are going to compete with themselves. That's the great true nature which we want for this 21-day trading habit challenge. And 38% people are very clear with respect to what they do. So we are going to have a mixed competition between great traders, also the traders who think that I know this is what I'm doing, but you also going to understand what are the strength, weakness. I don't want to call it as a weakness, but improvement areas or confused areas which we can cover it up. All these 34, 17, 19 percentages, which we are going to discuss it further as well. And I can see 53 percentage thinking in the right direction, saying this is all about probability game, right? And finally, I'm going to take you through the last set of the polls for today. And once I understand this last set of the polls, then from here, we will be able to take it further to the presentation, to the solutions which we are going to provide it further. So let me launch to the last set of the polls. If disciplined trading could lead to funded payouts, it could be any funded account or growth, or when I say growth, you could be trading after 21-day trading challenge. You could be trading with your own capital. You could be trading with 10 funded accounts. You could be trading with what we provide from E2T prop as a $5,000 funded account. You could be even trading with uh, first, second, and third prize people, which we are going to provide 60K, 40K, and 20K two-step evaluation phases as well. You can also win, or request for the payouts over there as well. I can see 75% or 76% are agreeing with the fact if you follow trading discipline, it will lead to a great trading career or great growth in your trading journey. And that would change the way you trade. I can see the numbers are increasing, and you guys know the answers as well. That's absolutely going crazy. 78% saying, yes, if I follow discipline, if I follow the structure, if I follow my trading plan, then I'm going to improve. Then only the simple question is, what is stopping you? Before we answer that, let me take you through the next question. Do you see trading as a long-term career? 82% of the people who have joined to this webinar are saying they want this as their mainstream career. For what? For the time freedom, for the financial freedom, for the long-term career as well. That's absolutely great to see 83% of the people. And we have, do you want to become a compass trader? When we say compass trader, means which is very simple, someone who plans, someone who validates, someone who executes with the plan they have created. So end of the 21-day trading habit challenge, you should be saying to your dearest friend or a trading friend, I am now a trading compass trader, which means I am now a compass trader who cannot beat with the emotions, who cannot beat with the risk management, who cannot beat with the solid size of whatever you are doing. And I'm going to share this poll in a minute so that you can also see the real answers which you guys have already provided. Let me take one more minute for the answers. But before that, have you all noticed one simple thing which we have discussed so far? We haven't discussed anything about strategy. We haven't discussed anything about the structure which you use. We haven't discussed about, okay, CRT is the best, or okay, momentum trading is the best, or candle range theory, or oscillators, RSI, or Bollinger Bands, or order flow trading, or whatever the strategy, 8,000 plus successful strategies available in this market currently, and you can use any of them. And I really appreciate the fact that you people are currently confident. You people are going to be committed to this 21-day trading habit challenge. And how do we reap the best result out of it? So now, what you have to do and how you have to do and what we are going to provide to you in terms of probability thinking, in terms of trading identity, in terms of what motivates you with respect to what we are going to do in the 21 day, and accountability and the structure. And you are going to compete with others, you are going to compete with yourself as well. So let me change or share the poll. Let me end the poll and share the results to you. We can see that absolutely have given around 77 percentage of the people if they are disciplined. We can see that 84 percentage of the people said that they are looking for a time freedom and the financial freedom. We can also see that 67 percentage of the people, and even open people, let's say 15, I would add 83 percentage of the people are saying that yes, they want to have a validity, they want to have hold a badge saying that yes, I'm a compass trader and I do get the benefits of following the discipline and the structure, right? I hope this poll was helpful for all of you. Can I have yes in the chat box? It was actually an eye opening answers from everyone. Thank you so much for the yes answers, because what we are going to discuss is something unique, something which was not there in the trading industry before, and something which takes time and energy to achieve the results what you want to achieve, right? So let me share the screen and explain you step by step in order to proceed it further. This version, what we are going to share it right now, will be available for all of you. And this is the first time which many of you are going to see this. So this is a parallel universe which we are going to discuss. Welcome to My AI Trading Compass, an ecosystem where traders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries build together. We are not talking about just having a trading, strategy or a structure. We are talking about having a trading compass. We are talking about having a human intelligence. We are talking about having a mini CEO to support, and we are talking about having a community where you grow together. What is the reason behind this? 90 percentage of the people lose 90 percentage of their capital in the first 90 days and spend that 21 days with us and change the way you trade the markets. Now, rest of the details, I'll share the link along with you guys. You will be able to explore it. I want to ask a simple question. How many of you have signed up to the platform or just registered to the webinar? Make sure you register to the platform right away. If you haven't registered, I've posted the link. Make sure you guys click on that link. Sorry. Let me log out and explain to you so that it will be much more easy for you. So once you get to this page, you can close this webinar pop-up and then accept the invitation and get started. Once you log into the platform, you will be able to see whatever we are sharing right now. Also, you will be able to understand what we are going to proceed it further as well. So once you log in with your email ID, you will be having the entire ecosystem in front of you, what we are going to discuss, right? So this is how the ecosystem will look like. After the webinar, you can spend a couple of minutes to explore entire thing. But those who are focused, I want you to just focus on trading compass, your clarity score, and your performance, which is my performance, clarity score, and trading compass. Just focus on these three things for the next 21 days. That's it. And you don't have to focus on anything else, which we are going to discuss right now. So let me come back to what we have done so far. Any strategy will tell you what to do, but the system will tell you how to think as a trader. How are you going to think as a trader who want to have a seven-figure account, who want to think subconsciously before actually participating in the market? So you analyze from the chart and then you directly trade. Now using the compass, that's going to be a bridge between the analysis and the execution, and within that you are going to have all of your thinking, all of your doubts, all of your analysis, all of your direction, all of your risk management, all of your questions which you were asking for an answer. Let's say, how do I change entering early? How do I change entering late? How do I change the way I think the market in a consistent way? For that answers, we have created four pillars. Right now, if you are sitting in a chair or in a table or in a sofa or in a bed, which has four pillars, right? That's the same four pillars which we are talking about: the compass, the mini CEO, the community, and the human intelligence. You can explore the details later. All together, which we are going to focus on the growth. You have the compass inside, you are going to update the compass that provides an insight, that makes a decision, that followed through the community and for the growth. So one is connected to other as well. So make sure when you analyze, which we have received a lot of feedbacks from the worldwide traders. You can also explore the Trustpilot results as well, and the video which we have already seen, and what is inside, which this is the point which we are going to discuss. So far, anyone has got any doubts, any questions, feel free to ask. I'll stop for 5 more minutes and answer your questions. From there, we will take it forward. Whatever we have discussed so far, you can go for use the chat box, raise your hand and ask your doubts. If you have any questions, any clarity, please do let me know, so that how to start with the 21-day trading habit challenge. That's what we are going to discuss in the last phase of this webinar. I have one question already. Yes, what exactly need to be done in the 21 days? Okay, that's what we are going to answer it next. Anyone has got any questions apart from what Omkar is asking? Varun, go on. Same question. Please explain in brief how trading compass is going to be useful. That's what we are going to discuss. Compasses for, at the moment, it has 9 to 10 assets, mostly focused on international markets. It does not have to be a streak. It can be directly 21 days whenever you complete the 21 days, which we are going to discuss now. Would help us navigate the market during this 21 days, which we are going to discuss right now. Don't worry. Any other questions, guys? Yes, no. All right. Let me come back to the compass and share the details. So when you open a trading compass, what you're going to do is, first and foremost thing, there is not even a single penny involved in this, which is completely you are doing it for educational purposes. At the same time, there is no monetary benefits or there is no monetary amounts involved in this. But even though if you start, let's say BTC is trading right now. So if I want to go for BTC and if I am doing an analysis on a daily, weekly, 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes, let's assume I'm going to do an analysis on 4 hours, 1 hours, and 15 minutes. What I can see is when I open a vote, when I'm clicking on the compass, when I'm opening a vote, what it is going to ask with me, couple of questions. The first question is, what is the market trading the price at this moment, right? So BTC is traded at 90,411. The next question you have is you want to go for a market order or a pending order. Simple differences, but some of you who opening an account right now will be able to see there is a capital to be set here, which means you have to go to the profile. Let me go to the profile setting again. You have to scroll all the way down and you have to see this particular thing, trading capital settings. If you're able to see the trading capital settings, make sure you have given trader as your interest so that you will be able to see the trading capital setting and you can set $10,000 trading capital. Now I can change this to $10,000 and you can also choose whether you want a conservative or a moderative or a aggressive risk as well. Once you're able to do that, let me change this to 10K. Now I have saved my capital to $10,000, which means I'm going to risk per trade also 1%. Please make sure before you do update the compass, this is the first step. Set your primary interest to trader and trading capital settings as well, right? For the trading compass. So when you open a BTC and you go to the vote right now, now I'm going to vote what is going to happen in the next 4 hours in the market. That's what I'm going to think in probability. And I'm thinking that, let's say, I'm going to give short. I haven't done any analysis, but when we actually do, this is what I want. I have a confidence of 72%. The first question, what Compass is asking us, okay, what is your confidence level? You can enter either you want to go long or short. What you have to do is then you have to enter the stop loss. Let's say 92,800 is my stop loss, which means now I have entered my stop loss and I have to enter what is my style for this trade with respect to should I go aggressive, should I go moderate, should I go conservative. If I go conservative, then I'm taking a 0.01 lot size. This is automatically calculated. A mentor or a guide or a trading assistant sitting with you and analyzing the risk which you want to take it in a consistent way, not for just one trade over a 21-day period of your time as well. So let's say you're going to choose moderate, then go for 0.02 as the lot size. You're going to risk a $50. If you want to risk a 1%, that is you want to take 0.04 lot size. Now, all of the people who do lot size calculation is not with respect to their stop loss. You usually what they do with respect to particular trade. Let's assume if I just want to take a trade, instead of 92,800, I'm going to do 91,800. That trade remains same, that risk remains same, but you are going to take bigger lot size because your stop loss have reduced here. So the system is always making you to think wherever, whatever the strategy you use, based on your analysis and your stop loss, you can give an answer. Let's say what stop loss you want to give and what is the TP, right? Let me come to the next question. So in order to participate in 21 days, what you have to do is pretty simple. At least one vote you have to do in a day, and I'll show you what is the results you are going to get out of when you are voting in the combos, right? Let's say if I want to get 89,500 as my target for this risk, the system is stopping you to think again. You're risking 1,389 pips for a reward of 911 pips, which means this is not worth taking it. Either you have to change the entry, either you have to change the stop loss, either you have to change the TP. So here itself, you are able to think from a trading psychology perspective. Am I taking a trade which is worth for my time and energy? Right? The next question, if I change the stop loss, okay, now I'm going to do 91,200. Now it's moderate, which means, okay, this is a considered as a fair risk reward. At least you can take this trade. Or if you want to go for 88,500, yes, this is actually a good trade, right? Then you can submit the vote. Once you submit the vote, automatically you will be able to see how other traders are also thinking in that same direction or not. Somebody have already voted for BTC long in 15 minutes. This is will show in progress. But if you think most of the people are thinking in the same direction, you won't be able to see the compass direction. You will see a solid colors like long short with respect to certain percentages, like 50 percentage of the people were thinking in the neutral direction towards gold last week. So how do we make these changes, right? So let me put it very simple. Step number one, please write it down if you want to. Go and choose your primary interest in the profile as a trader. Step number one. Step number two, you have to choose the trading capital. You can enter, later. Let's assume if you are using a 50,000 funded account or 100K in real capital, you can enter whatever the value you want so that you can calculate things based on that. But for now, you are going to choose only 10,000 because we want to have the uniqueness of the people who are participating in the 21-day trading habit challenge, right? If you are able to do that, I'll tell you what are the results which you are going to get it from the compass, so that from the 21 days, there is nobody is going to lose here, because everyone who completes that 21-day trading habit challenge will receive a funded account of worth of $75, which is $5,000 funded account, which I'm going to explain in 5 more minutes, right? I think you guys have made a note. After you do your analysis, after 21 days, what you are going to get, you will get an understanding the polls you have answered initially. You are going to get an understanding, okay, I am a good scalper. My strength is also lies within the scalping because I'm able to analyze the market in 15 minutes, more than 1 hour and daily. I'm able to analyze the market better in 4 hours because my votes or my analysis is 83% right on these days. You will be able to understand your day of performance, which means you're performing better on Monday and Tuesday. This might be varying with respect to whatever you guys are doing, you guys are posting. So the simple request or the simple thing which anyone to have the $5,000 funded accounters, you just have to do one vote on one time frame. But if you want to really have an analysis, you can go on and update weekly, daily, hourly, 4 hours, 15 minutes. I would suggest a simple tip: go for H4, H1 and 15. So either a long term or intraday or a scalping would give you much more clarity, right? So you will be able to do understand the day which you are performing as well. This is not a back tested data. This is actually a forward tested data. You are going to analyze as a mirror who you are actually. And the final thing, not final thing, the second last thing, you'll be able to understand how you are able to perform with respect to each asset. You might be trading good at BTC, but you might be bit improvement needed in gold. You might be trading really good at Euro USD, but you need to have an improvement in USD JPY. So those kind of specializations you will be able to understand. And finally, you will be able to understand a simple factor: why your entries are going to hit your stop losses and then going in your direction. How many of you people have experienced after having an entry, it went and hit your stop losses and then it went in your direction? Can I see answers? Yes, no? Yes, Chetan, I'll be providing the recordings for this meeting as well. If you are using your analysis, what you are going to do is whether you are going to enter your trade based on time frame itself. Leatherboot, such an awesome platform. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, mostly, sometimes, yes, agree. So, how do you change that result? Also, if you enter a position later, let's assume you are late to the party. Your analysis is good, but you're late. That went in your direction, but you have to change that lateness. How do you change that particular metrics? You'll be able to understand it, and there is much more thing which you can explore yourself. You will have a clarity score week on week basis, how you are improving from the day to day. You will have much more understanding about how is your trading journey is going, which assets you are performing really better, what scores you are getting, and what made you change the way you trade from the day one itself. And you will be also seeing with respect to that $10,000 how your portfolio is actually moving. If it was a real capital, how your portfolio is moving, how the stats are going to come out, how the equity curve is going to come out with respect to your capital, and what comparison you do have within yourself. You're not going to compare with respect to all the other people. Let's say on a platform average, what is the win rate, what is the profit factor, what is the sharp ratio, what is the maximum drawdown, what is the average R multiple. And let me tell you a simple thing. If you do this 21-day trading habit challenge, no one is going to block you. If you apply to any funded firm or any capital, investors are going to come to you because you're not going for a shortcut. You are approaching in the right way. You are approaching the right sense, and you are building habits which can long last for the entire your trading career. So, how many of you want to actually start the trading habit challenge? Can I have yes, or there is no other answers? How many of you really want to start? I can see yes, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. That's great. Perfect. Okay. So, in order to do the 21-day trading habit challenge, what you have to do is pretty simple. Log into the platform and go to your get ecosystem access and go for a $69 4-week subscription. You can select the plan, which is including 7 days free trial. If you are in different countries, you will be also able to see the different pricing structure according to your country as well. So make sure you choose the plan. When you choose the select the plan, you just have to proceed with the checkout. And what you are going to get for this $69, you're going to get a worth of $75 instant capital funded account. Those who want to take action right now. If you are ready to proceed further with respect to changing the way you want to trade the market, go to the ecosystem. You can find it inside the platform and check out with $69 plus a $75 worth of instant capital account for the people who want to take decisions right now will be getting after you complete the 21-day trading habit challenge, which means everyone is going to get the funded account if you take the action right now. But those who want to take actions later, you will also get the $5,000 funded account, but that will be an two-step evaluation account. So those who want, the time is the only difference. Let's say if you want to proceed further with respect to a funded account of $75 worth, which is the $5,000 instant capital. If you pass that challenge, what is the payout? Anyone knows? Please do type down. $450 might be the payout, but don't focus on the payout. Don't focus on the monetary values. Just focus on the improvements which you are going to deliver after the 21 days. That's what my humble suggestion. Because if you start focusing on the monetary value, same like a trade, you might focus on your emotions as well, right? So let me answer all of your FAQ questions right now. I can unmute all your questions and I'll keep the window open for all the questions. Those who want to start, those who want to ask any doubts, those who want to raise the questions, I can stay. Akbar, yes, Akbar, I'm allowing you to talk. Others, please do proceed further with respect to checking out, and let's see who's going to win the cup or who's going to get. When we reach the 500 people, we are going to filter it down who has got the more scores. That is going to be the no voice. We lost audio. I'm not just now. I've just put it on a mute, but I think, am I audible now? Okay. So I'll repeat what I've said. Once we reach the 500 people on the 21-day trading habit challenge, we will filter it out who has got the more scores. That is going to be based on just pure analysis, just thinking basis. It does not mean you have to make profit every time. It does not mean what is the drawdown you are going to do. It does not mean what is the profit you have done, but it compares with respect to how you have given the answers, how you are validate each trader. Kiran, I have enrolled on 13th November, the subscription, but need to know how to log in again. You just have to go and get the ecosystem, because this one, it is worth providing the subscription again, Kiran. I know I have given access to 500 people for completely free, because you are getting a $75 worth of funded account. You might have to redo the subscription for the $69 and proceed with the checkout. At this moment, this is not directly linked with any prop accounts. This is going to be a bridge between your analysis and your execution. But make sure, I'll also show you some couple of things what we are looking ahead. This is what we are looking ahead. In future, we will have our investors dashboard, we will have our trading view integration, we will have our MT4, MT5, and also we will have our global expansion. Those people who want to have a copy trading access as well, we'll be able to provide it once we launch our human intelligence ecosystem. But before that, now with Educate to Trade, the top traders are already performing, which will be utilized if you guys are interested in that segments. I'll be able to explain much more things in detail. Himesh, what to do if I do top-down analysis, like I do analysis on H1, M15, and plan entries on M1? That's completely fine. You can analyze H1 and M15 and update it in the compass. M1, you can plan it on your own, execution portal. Let it be E2T, let it be your broker portal, everywhere. So once you log into the platform, either you click on the compass, either you accept the invitation and get started, it will take you through the registration page. Let me quickly see how many people have already done the registrations. Akbar, yes, you can unmute yourself. and start. Himesh, Krishna, Vishal, Abhyodan, thank you so much for your checkouts. Anyone else who have got anything? Faiso, Amal, Grace, Prabhagar, Anjali Sugumaran, Javed, Kingsley Amor, Ajmal PS. We can see there are a lot of other names as well. Bala have already done it. Joseph, Bala, both are same, I guess. Harish VM, Neeraj Wankade, Nima Urusa. Great, great, great. Anyone who facing any challenges, feel free to message me or text me on the, getting the ecosystem access. You can proceed it further. And Kiran, that's a separate topic altogether. How do you challenge with respect to E2T prop? Because one point which I'm missing, what you're getting is not just a funded account. That is a global employment program opportunities provided by E2T prop. So one of our associates will be able to get in touch with you and explain you the complete details while you are on the 21-day trading habit challenge, and you can understand it completely. Or Bala have already subscribed it. Bala, you are going to have a big competition with respect to other people as well. But if you want to have the funded account, please do message me. We can discuss it separately. मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, हम यहाँ क्या करने वाले हैं यहाँ. So you have to do very simple thing, Vikram. You just have to go to the compass. Once you subscribe to the $69 for weeks, and then you just have to give the votes with respect to doing an analysis. And after doing your analysis, you can either go to any assets and update your votes for the next 21 days. It could be 4 hours, it could be 1 hour, it could be 15 minutes. Once you are able to do that, then you can understand yourself who you are as a trader. At the same time, you will also provided with a $5,000 funded account. Just give me a sec. I'll just put it on a mute. Thank you, Ankit. So people who have already done the subscription, all the very best for your next 21 days. As I said in the community, this is going to be a tough competition when you think from a learning perspective, because there is no monetary uh, performance. Even though since you are updating the $10,000, you will be able to see that, but not able to screenshot of my compass as I was in the first 100. Not able to screenshot. Okay, all the people who have already been there with respect to share the screenshot. You can share it with me, Munjal. Steps, let me just repeat it again. Because on this 21-day challenge, after completing, you will have to get the ecosystem access for the 4 weeks to get the funded account, which is like worth of $75. But if you just want to, access your 100 first 100 people got the complete lifetime free, right? You can continue to access it for free for the lifetime. You don't have to pay anything, and you can purchase the funded account on a separate note if you are interested in later. Once I register, when will I get the instant prop account? Himesh, once you register, you will, whenever you complete the 21 days, it can be next 21 days from today. It could be, next 21 days when you complete the trade as well. I'm going to get this with respect to, sorry, I didn't get that answer. Yeah, I have got a message from a core team. I'll get back to him in a minute. So, all right, guys, those who want to take time, yes, 21 days are included in Sundays as well, because you can vote on BTCs on Sundays. So it does not give you any restrictions, man, Omkar. You can even vote it on Sundays on BTC, right? I can see a couple of other question answers. I will answer how much does it cost to participate, which is going to have a $69. I'm lost because I think because you're able to come back. Kindly check my understanding. So daily basis for 21 days, I can vote on BTC, the assets which is already available. You can also have multiple time frames. Any as much as votes you can do, but we are expecting at least one vote in a day for you to complete the 21 days. See, if you really want to filter it down who you are as a trader, you can go to all the assets and all the time frames so that you will be able to understand where your strength lies. Yes, in order to get the 21-day challenge, you need to get the ecosystem access. And consider this as, if you just want to consider a monetary value, to get the ecosystem access, anyways, you need to pay a $69. To get a funded account, you need to pay a $75. Both combined together, if you think it's a $144 worth, which you're getting it for just $69. But before the capital arrives, you're also preparing yourself. I have another question. Okay, please do demonstrate. How do I do multiple analysis time frame? So if I were in your situation, what I would do when I do my top down, I'll go and do my 4 hours first, or even daily or a weekly first, or 4 hours. Then I will vote it on H1 and then I will vote it on M15. You can also go for limit orders, like you can enter the limit time frames and then you can give it accordingly. Let's say if I'm going to vote on, let's say, 15 minutes before, 1 second, guys. So let's say you can enter the H4, D1 or H1, and then you can give the M15. So from the top to bottom, you can start voting it so that you'll be able to understand it and you'll be able to fine tune your entry as well. Same process everywhere. It does not change in any direction. But if you just want to give it, let's say if you, while you're analyzing, you don't want to wait for the market to, make the changes, what I would suggest, you go for the pending orders and then put the timings and entry prices once in a time. You just have to spend 5 to 10 minutes so to update daily, weekly, hourly, 1 hour, 15 minutes, all in limit orders, so that whenever the price reaches that time, your vote will be automatically counted. So you don't have to, go and vote when the price is actually reaching there. So this is the simplest, change which you can do it. And you will be able to understand whether it was early or late in future stages. Have I already answered all your questions? I think, you know, it took another 15 more minutes than what we have actually anticipated. But James, will people who don't check out now still get 5K account after participating? Sorry, if people who check out after the webinar, let me extend it for, end of the day. People who do the subscription today will still get the uh, 5K instant capital. People who want to take a time and think, still you get the 5K two-step challenge accounts. So that's the only difference. If you want to take a delay, then you have to go through two-step challenge and then go for the funded accounts. Instant capital. If you don't pay $69, I won't be able to participate it. You will be still able to participate it if you have access, because when you, after 7 days free trial, anyways, you won't have access. So the access will be blocked by itself. So you have to pay in order to, use the platform. But if you make that decision right now, right today, you will get the funded account for free. I My question is still not unanswered. Chandan, as you mentioned here, where you can provide MT4 access. At the moment, we don't have MT4. At the moment, we don't have Trading View. At the moment, we don't have anything. That's the future plan which we are actually looking for as an organization to build it forward. No worries. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for, making yourself available. I think, as I mentioned earlier, some of the things which you really want to become successful trader, and which we have discussed all the points, and wish you nothing less than success ahead. Have a wonderful day and wonderful year ahead with respect to trading. Any questions, any clarifications, feel free to ask in the community, or you guys can message. Yes, Himesh, go on. I'll answer that as my last question. Okay, it doesn't matter whichever time frame I'm doing my analysis. I need to vote where I'm planning on my entry. Suppose if I'm planning entry on 1 minute, there is no 1 minute option. I can leave vote at 5 minutes. Okay, if you want to think from a trade perspective, if you are even entering 1 minute, let's say that trade is going to hit in next 5 minutes or 15 minutes or next 1 hour, then you can vote it in 1 hour. So I hope I have answered your question. Which plan qualifies for the 5K funded account? You just have to go for the 4 week subscription, which is $69. Uh, qualifies for 5K funded account. If you're able to do it today, then after completing 21 days, you're going to get it. Sorry, but it's complicated. You just have to vote it and see what is working for you, Himesh. And the way which we have done, we will have a one-on-one conversation if something has to be clarified to you. If I refer someone who can be new to it, how does this works for me and him? Okay, all right. So if you refer, that's an important question. I'll come back to it. If you refer anyone, please go and read the learning guides and a mini CEO guide where you have to take the referral links. It's pretty simple. You have to go to the network growth, go to your network growth and copy your main referral link or a short link to the referral, whoever you want to refer. Once you're able to do that, when they subscribe to the platform, you will have 20 percentage commission as a referral bonus for the first time, which is, let's say if you refer to 100 people, you will have $1,300 as a commission. And still, because it's a subscription, you will have recurring commissions as roughly 5 to 12 percentage. So for 5 percentage for the direct bonus and 15 percentage for the team bonuses, which we will have a separate call and discussion for you to understand it much more better. And on the coming days, I'll be hosting in our community mini CEO group so that you can understand much more better. I think, Munjal, I have answered your question as well. That's it, everyone. I will try to download the recording and I'll post it in a YouTube and share it across to you as soon as possible I can. Please, expect delay. It might be tomorrow or first thing in day after tomorrow in the morning. Okay. Thank you so much for staying even after 45 minutes. See you guys later.